aware of that drives a lot of the FAA regulations is that the FAA, they define it as an aircraft. So they regulate it as an aircraft. And then there's different regulations depending upon whether you are going to fly it commercially or recreationally. For commercial use, it's anything that benefits your business is commercial. So unless it's just for personal entertainment or enjoyment, it's going to be commercial. And you're going to have to comply with FAA Section 333 or Part 107. One of the biggest differences is that the Section 333 requires a licensed pilot to operate the UAS. And you have to show that it's in the public interest to grant that exemption. So you've got to affirmatively go out and say this is why it's safer to do it with a drone than something else and why you should allow us to do this activity. There were also some conditions. You could fly your drone, but you had to stay less than 100 miles an hour. Typically, you could get different regulations, but this is what you would normally see. You also had to stay less than 400 feet AGL, which means above ground level. You have to have one pilot in command that remains that same person the whole time that the aircraft is up. You can't take your controller and hand it off to somebody else. And then you have to have a visual observer. Sometimes it's the same person. The pilot in command is the visual observer, or you could have two different people. So the pilot in command is in charge of flying it, and the visual observer keeps the eyes on it. But those two people have to be in verbal communication. You could only fly it during daylight or not at night, which would include civil twilight, which is a half hour before sunrise to a half hour after sunset. So no nighttime flying. And then if you want to change it, like you got a new drone and you want to add that to your 333, you have to file a new petition. It lasts from 2 years. So people who got their 333s before the Part 107 came out, their 333s are still good and they can still fly under those if they so choose.